All right, working on the homework, question number 1. They want you to solve each equation by completing the square. So we have x squared minus 2x equals 12. I'm going to rewrite this as x squared minus 2x plus some square number to complete the square. Half of negative 2 is negative 1. Negative 1 squared is 1. I add 1 here, so I subtract 1 here. So I end up with x minus 1 squared minus 1 equals 12. Now I can add 1 to both sides. X minus 1 squared equals 13, and then take the square root. We have x minus 1 equals radical 13, plus or minus radical 13. So I just have to add 1 to both sides. X equals 1 plus or minus radical 13. 2p squared plus 8p equals 7. This time we need to look at the fact that there's a coefficient greater than 1. It's 2p squared plus 8p. There is a GCF, though, between 2 and 8, and that would be, hopefully you said 2. 2 times p squared plus 4p plus some perfect square number all equals 7. Half of 4 is 2. 2 squared is 4. So I'm going to take 4 away from over here. 2 times p, half of 4 is 2, so plus 2 squared minus 4 equals 7. And now we can go about our solving. Inverse operations, so first you should do what? Hopefully you said add 4 to both sides. 2 times p plus 2 squared equals 11. And we need to get rid of that times 2. What should we do? Hopefully you said divide by 2 on both sides. And we have p plus 2 squared equals 11 over 2, which would be 5.5 or 5.5. Take the square root. P plus 2 equals plus or minus radical 5.5, and subtract 2 from both sides. So we should have P equals negative 2 plus or minus radical 5.5. On the back, f of x equals negative x squared minus 12x minus 33. No solving needed for this one. It's not equal to anything. We're just going to rewrite it after completing the square. First thing I need to do is take care of the fact that that coefficient is not a 1, it's a negative 1. And I can do that by just factoring out a GCF of negative 1, which means everything's divided by negative 1, so this becomes x squared positive 12x, positive 33. That GCF of negative 1 should come down here. X squared plus, oops, there should be an x there, plus 12x plus some perfect square and 33 on the outside. What's half of 12? Hopefully you said 6. What's 6 squared? Hopefully you said 36. So I got to do the same thing over here. Negative 1 times that half of 12 was 6, so x plus 6 squared, and 33 minus 36 is negative 3. And that's all it needed you to do. It did not ask you to solve this one.